Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Azur lane today. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We got a few things to go over. So the event, of course, is still going on. Will be going on until I believe it's the 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd of October. So you have a little bit of time here. So you've still got about 6 to 7 days to go ahead and finish the event. I went ahead and finished it up. I've already completed all of the actual stages. Started the campaign, of course, you get your A1s, A2, A3s, go through the story. B1, B2, B3. You want to run A's and B's daily, because these will be ×3 each day. Okay, so that means you get the ×3 drops of the deep brought treasure. So you want to make sure that you do all 6 of those daily. You just auto them. Once you've completed it with 3 stars, you're going to auto it. So it's just, start it, let it go, and then go to the next one. But make sure you do those daily to get all of the actual rewards. Now, C1, C2, 3C, this is actually technically what they consider hard mode. D1, D2, D3. Complete them, of course, with 3 stars to get the deep brought treasure reward for the mission. After that, it's up to you how often you want to do them. And then, of course, do SP. I did the SP this morning. You get 800 for doing this. You can only do it once a day. That's why, because it's 800 deep brought treasure. That's a lot. So, I'll be able to get just, about 3,000 worth of deep brought treasure just from that alone. But you have to run it each day, and you will need medium to high level. I mean, it's not super difficult. If you have put together 2 teams of max enhanced, max leveled ships with some decent weapons, you should be okay. It's not it's not exceedingly difficult as some of the others have been. You have to take care of 3 of the palace ships to drop the block 3 of the pedestals. Those ships are a little tanky, so you're going to need to do some damage to them. But in terms of what you're taking in terms of return fire is not as bad as some of the others have been. So you should be able to easily complete this with the mid to high level teams. I took in I don't think I could see my ships. Yeah. So this is what I took, and this completed it easy. So I just have Bismarck as the flagship on the first one. Then got FDG, Jersey, Heinrich, and then the dual runes. Okay, rune you for answer, and then fleet. And took Meow officers too, just to be on the safe side. I've got Meow officers for each of my fleets. Next one I took Nagato as the flag, Shinano, Yuho, Noshiro, Yukikaz, and Tago. And then I've got the actual Meow officers for them. And then I just took a couple subs. I took two Iron Blood, and then I went ahead and stuck a Sakura Empire. Went in there just because I'm running 2 fleets, and didn't have any trouble. Did not come even remotely close to dying on either one of these. Both were well over 3/4 of health, which is why I'm saying with the medium fleet, you should probably be able to complete it. You have to kill take out 3 of the palace ships to knock down the block, which is on the boss. And then I think 3 or 4 base ships. You have to sortie to take those out, and then you'll be able to go in towards the boss, and then just defeat the boss. But it really wasn't much in terms of damage returning to you. That's the biggest problem with a lot of the boss fleets that you go up against, is the fact that they're doing a ton of damage, and you really need healing. I bring just so I'd have one fleet that had some base healing. I got shields up here on this one, so I'm not too worried about this Vanguard. But down here in the my Sakura fleet here, I wanted to make sure that I had some healing. So I got Yuho in there who does some healing. And if I had trouble, I was going to go ahead and put San Francisco in here in the center port, replace Yukika, simply because of the fact that she does Vanguard healing as well. So I'd have one fleet that could do a lot of damage and healing at the same time. But like up here with these shields, I mean, then we got rotating shields from two of them, so they're really not that they can handle a lot of damage. But yeah, so that's what I did, and I beat it with quite ease. Like I say, none of them were remotely close to tanking out. So this is the extra one. Now this is where it's going to get exceedingly difficult to defeat. So this is where you're going to be going up against the boss that is doing tons and tons and tons of damage. All right. So this one right here, tough, but medium, high-level fleet should be okay. Here you're going to need a high-level fleet, fully kitted, fully enhanced, limit break, fully weaponized, and you're going to need healing. That's the big point right here. Is you're going to need some type of healing that will allow you to survive long enough to defeat. So I'm going to have to start playing with this and seeing if I can get an actual fleet that can actually beat this. Because I just got this to this morning. That's when I finished D3 this morning. I did my SP. And so I haven't had a chance to tackle this yet, but we'll see what we can do. As for all of the ships, I've got them all. I got really lucky to get Shikuma there. I was worried about her. So I've got Yura, Shikuma, Yamakaz. I'm sorry. Yamakaz is the one that you will get from the actual event, milestone reward event. So you should be able to get her 10,000. If you got 10,000 of Deep Rock Treasure, then you should have her. Then we've got Yumakaz, okay, and you've got Kasaragi, and you've got Shimikaz. As you can see, I'm working on getting them leveled up. It shouldn't be a problem. These two, I've got 3 of her. I'm serious. It's ridiculous how many of her I was getting. I've got her fully limber broken. I had to buy 1 of the bullets, the prototype bullets that's required to limit break her. I only had to buy 1. I'm serious. I got 3 copies of her. It's ridiculous. So I used those to actually finally do the full limber. That's why I've done it before the event's over, because I already had them. Katsuragi, ready to do it. I just need to put a couple bullets on her. So I've got to just work on Yumakaz and Yura, Shikuma, and Yama. I'm just going to go ahead and fully limber break all of them. I got the mats to do it, so I don't see any reason not to. I just need to get them up to 70, of course. And I'm doing that mainly by sticking them inside of the actual dorm, and I'm just letting them run up. Since I've got them already, it's not something that's neat. So I've got them all inside of here. Okay, just running them here, let them level up. Since I'm not going to be using Katsura, I took her out because I wanted to keep Azuma in here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and leave Shimikaze in here, but I'm going to take out. I'll be taking these out as they hit 70. I might go ahead and Shikuma here, but Yura, Yamakaz, and Yumakaz, none of these, they're the destroyers. These 2 are destroyers, just a light cruiser. None of them are in-game ships. If you're a new player, you might want to go ahead and focus on them. They're not horrible ships. It's just they're destroyers, and they'll just not ready to go full yet. I mean, destroyers have gotten better, but they're not that good. They're still not meta. Shimikaz, she's UR, but I'm going to get her up to 120, and I'm going to put her in some fleets. I'm going to see what she's made of. With the new destroyer buff that they've got, that's going to help a little bit. But it's really not going to help in terms of, making them more survivable. Her stats are a little elevated, which might make something. Combine her with Shinano for a little bit of a buff, and we'll have to see. But, I'll report what I find out on that. Since I'm now finished with the actual event, and got everything and all the ships, I can now start focusing on that. So I'll leave her in here, and I might leave her in here, but I'll take these out and put in ships I'm working on right now to finish leveling those up. And I'm going to do a little dorm design here in a day or 2, and I'm going to put in all of the statues and stuff. You do get the rewards. You get a special trophy for your dorm when you complete the event, when you complete D3 as well. So you should the mission tabs are still up, of course, to fully limit break the ships. So these are all the ships, that you need to limit break. If you don't, then you're going to have to focus on. I'm not focusing on this because I've got all the ships, so there's really no need for me. So I just need to clear the exe, and that'll give me some cognitive chips. But other than that, yeah, event's complete. So I'm going to do a nice little dorm design to show off all my trophies. It's something I've been putting off, been running, but as you can see, I'm pretty low in terms of my actual oil. But yeah, so that's it. So yeah, guys, it's a good little event. We got a new event up for the Fluttering Fanfare. They just came up a couple of days ago, and it's an outfit for Michio. So go ahead, you might want to do that every once a day for 7 days. We're on day 4 right now. They'll come up with 2. Really easy to complete, guys. This stuff is really easy to complete. Just defeat 20 ships and build 2 ships, and that's all you have to do. And you can't do any more on it for the day. Tomorrow, a new set. 2 will come up, complete those, and just do that for 7 days. That will get you the outfit for the Fluttering Fanfare outfit for Michio here. Okay, so it's a nice little outfit for her. You know, it is what it is. These are all limited too, so this is really the only way to get that type of stuff. Okay, milestone rewards. Of course, this is the where do you get that? For Yamakaze, as you're going up, I've got 25,000, and that's really more. I'm pretty much. I think that's all I'm going to need in terms for the shop, because I've got Shikuma, so I don't have to spend anything on her. So I'm definitely going to get the gun. It's a really great gun, but it with the auto lock and stuff makes it a little bit. It's okay in terms that you definitely want to get it if you can afford to spend that much. But you also want to get all the blueprints and all of the parts, of course. That's the main tackle. I mean, I'll purchase all the parts, the blueprints. I'll purchase the gun, and then I'll come back and I'll start working on the general blueprints, which can be used for just about any ship. For 1, 2, 3, or 4, so they're useful for anything. So you want to get those too. But these are the ones that you mainly want to focus on, simply because these can be used for DR ships. Not the priority. That's the part. If you did my last video, that's the special priority ships. They're called DR ships. So this is it can be used on the 2, 3, or 4. So this can be used on FDG, Azuma, and even the new ones, Azur and whatnot. So good cans that you want to go ahead and get with those. All right, so that's pretty much everything that's going on at this time. There's really nothing, so just finish it out. We got till the 3rd. Like I say, these missions will be up until the 10th. All right, these missions will stay open an extra 7 days. Okay, so in case you get a ship on the last build day, like you get the last ship on 10-3, there's no way you're going to be able to fully limit break it in a day. Well, you probably could, but I'm not sure how easy that would be. That would be a lot of running. I don't know if you'd have enough time to do it in one day. But so they realize that you need some time, so they're going to give you an extra 7 days to do that, so that you can get the actual frame. But yeah, so these will be open for an extra 7 days. So there's no need to super rush into any of this. What I do is I just get the ships. I run them through. I'm running Shimmakaze because I'm trying to get her leveled up quickly. But yeah, and I stick them in a dorm and let them, and then as they get to 70, I fully limit break them, and then I, take them out and, put them back, I just unfavorite them because I'm not going to be using them for the thing. And then I keep the ones that I'm going to continue running on right now. That's what I've done with, that's have my favorites. Like right now I'm running, see, most of these are 120, and they're in the fleets. But I'm still working on Azuma and Azumo, and I'm working on Richelieu, working on the subs, of course, and then these are the 2. Yeah, working on. Don't got my favorites. So I'm Azuma, Azumo, working on Richelieu, and as you can see, everything in here. And these are the ships that I'm working on. I'm working on Kaga and Seattle, trying to get them up. And once I get them to 120. These are, flagships and whatnot, and really good ships. I usually pick most of my fleets that I make up from within these ships. So that's what I use inside of my favorites, because I got way too many ships to not do that. I've got 436 ships right now. So as you can see, trying to pick and choose the ships from in here would be ridiculous. That I have to continuously sort. I've got just about all the ships. There's a few that I'm missing, but I've got a lot of them as they come out. So yeah, we're all set. So I just wanted to do a video and let you know what you're going to need for the what you're going to need for the SP. The last SP was pretty darn hard. It was easy, completable, but this SP is not that difficult. The EX is going to be difficult. That's always going to be difficult. I mean, that's just the way it is. You have to have max fleet, max equipment, max, and you need healing because the boss does too much damage, and he just burns you down so quick it's impossible to actually defeat it quickly, which means you need to survive. That's why you need healing. But yeah, Yuho, San Francisco, here, all those ships are out there for a reason. Even Unicorn, just try substituting things in until you get something that works. Akashi, and just try to see, you got to be mindful not to put in too much healing because a lot of the healing ships don't do a lot of damage. That's why San Francisco and Yuho, which are two ships that just came out recently, this will be a chance to really, I've got them both at 120. This will be a chance to put it through their paces and see if they really do benefit, giving you some healing while not throwing down your damage to the point where you just, can't live long enough and can't burn down the boss first. So we'll have to see. Just going to have to give it a try. All right, so yeah, just want to give you an update on the event, let everybody know I am complete. And it's a good story. The story was extremely interesting. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. It's just, but a nice Iron Blood Sakura Empire sort of tandem event. All right, so thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on the bell, you get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as this does help immensely. This is Kendrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.